know that what's next is purely okay, to know that we get to open up doors into what it is that we need next. So a lot of us, people have contacted me about leaving the country and how do you live abroad and the purchase that I did in Aruba, how did I go about doing that? So I'm trying to help navigate that space with, helping folks out with that process, because I know some folks are getting ready to do their exodus. I'm not quite exodusing yet, not leaving yet. Please note, I am not going nowhere. The house is there, but I'm not going nowhere. Um, as a result of that, I just wanted to have a space where we could just share and ask questions and just be aware of what it is to make moves, how it is to make those moves, and make sure that they are what's best for you, what's best for your family, and that's what's only best for you for this immediacy, but what's best for you for long term. Is it going to be a short term decision? Is it a long term decision? And all of those things that are coming in between of that. Tonight, I really just wanted to touch base on checking in on you and reminding you guys we have a masterclass on Thursday. We're going to be taking care of igniting your unique brand, the masterclass. In that, we're going to be tapping into some special places of what makes you unique. How do we identify some clarity in where we want to go next? And then how do we make the power moves towards whether completing ourselves for the rest of the quarter or just getting clear on what you want for the rest of the year and how you want your brand to be set up and connecting to folks and what changes need to be done. Basically, as the world changes around you, you got to go with the flow and you got to change with it, right? So remember that as the world changes around you, you can't stay stuck on pause. You can't stay stuck on not trying to know or not trying to figure out yourself in the process or see what works best for you. And it's okay to embrace the change, right? It's okay to embrace the change and have it meet your needs of where you think it needs to take you. This is that special place where you get to zone in on why you're here, why, your why in the process, your whole big why in the process. And if your why is connected to staying here, if your why is connected to leaving, what's your why connected to? And don't let anybody else make that decision for you, right? Don't let the world and the noise and people who are talking and all that stuff, don't let that make that decision for you. You are the only one that can make that decision on what's best for your life and how you can show up. How can you embrace the changes that are happening, even if it's not what you want, right? I mean, we gotta, if we're like, one person was telling me they're creating their own way of responding to things, and it's disjointed. So if it's disjointed, it's all over the place, then take time out not to listen to what everybody else is telling you, and really tap into your own self to see what is best for you, what is best for your family, what is best for your next steps, so that whatever decision is being made is not being made based on others and based on others' opinion, and just following, right? Don't be a follower in the process. Be a leader in your own dynamic. Be a leader in your own choices. Be a leader in the direction you want to go in. And whether you have all the information or not, use this time to gather information. Use this time to step outside of the box, right? Use this time to think beyond what is already there. You don't have to exactly sit in the space where everybody else is sitting in. You get to choose, right? What works best for you, what aligns for you, what is in that space that feels like it's best for your next, and you get to make that decision. Don't let others make that decision for you. It's like choosing your school. It's like choosing your next step. It's choosing your next level, choosing your brand, how you want to show up in your business, choosing your life, how you want to show up in your life. Um, it's I'm not saying that you can go forward and go ahead and change all the rules and break rules and do all those things, but you do have the opportunity to really sit, um, become informed, find out information. Like I said, for those, I have people that have been asking me about how did I do the property purchase in Aruba. Um, what did I have to go through? They're getting informed. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll jump on a call and I'll explain to you and I'll share some more of the behind the scenes with you if that's what you really want to do. I'm a wealth of information. I have no problem sharing my information with those who need it. Once I know it's coming from a good place, it's coming from a safe space, and it's not coming from a place of bad intentions, right? Be that source for others. If you have information and your information is credible, right? Be credible. If you're someone who've lived it, who've experienced it, the good, bad, and the ugly, right? So don't only share from, oh my goodness, everything is great and great and great. If things are not always so great, you also want to be able to share from the spaces that you've come from and how you fall into it and the mistakes that you've made along the way. I love in my master classes when I could break down, listen, this is when my brand was blank. I was clueless about this. And when I was clueless, it could be seen in everything else around me. When I needed to connect with people, I needed to show up fully, authentically as myself. How did I get specifically entwined in retreats? How did I get involved with changing and trailblazing on different type of places and retreats? How did I decide doing on Aruba retreats, which I've been doing for darn near close to what? Where are we now? About 4 or 5 years in. And now also supporting other leaders with hosting their retreats, not only in Aruba, but internationally, Bali, Portugal, Morocco, and now to our trailblazing trifecta that we're about to do in 2025. How do I choose what I do? And mostly it's just be in alignment with myself, being in alignment with what my people are desiring, those who are aligned to me, and truly just looking at what is my next chapter, my next level, and how do I show up in my next level and align with those who it's for, right? Because we're not for everyone, and not everyone's going to see our ways, not everyone's going to see our perspective, not everyone's going to want what we want or have what we want, and neither should we want that for ourselves or want that for others, right? So I'm super excited to be in a space now where I get to come on and just share and be fully transparent, be open for questions, be open not only for questions but be open for conversation, right? Make it be a two-way conversation, not just me giving information, but also listening to the things that you have and your perspectives and your experiences. So what I think and why I do this, as I notice I have one earring on and one earring off. Why I do this is because I love masterminding with a group of ladies. I love seeing a whole bunch of people get together and sharing their strategies, their experiences, and I feel like when we get together in a safe space and we get together and we're all in alignment, we're able to get clear on what's next and what is in alignment, what feels good, what is vibratory in that good feels good feel good space that you desire to be in. I always call that my higher self, right? And I love being in alignment with others in my higher self as we get together with each other in our planning and discussion. I know it sounds like a lot, but it really isn't, especially when you are with amazing individuals, amazing people. So I literally just want to pop in and just do a quick reminder that we're getting together on Thursday at 7 to ask for your prayers or your positive vibes. Tomorrow we're heading out to look at another program for Zachary, who's my son who lives on the autism spectrum, who's now 18 years old, and we're now in the process of his next level. Looking at different colleges and different independence training programs to help him to navigate adulthood, and really taking you guys on that journey, on his journey to independence, right? So as we go through that, it's gonna be a full day of driving back and forth. Um, Thinking of high vibes as my fam is going into Aruba. Family's going down and spend time at the house now. So sending lots of love to them. Make sure that they have a great experience down there. It's an honor when I can host and have the space available for family to be able to plug out and to go there, and then and you're like, no, that's just my voice. That's just what it is. And then to be able to move towards their own peace, and sometimes the peace is outside all of the chaos, right? Huge shout out to one of my clients, Karen Page, the caring nurse practitioner, who released her book Standing Tall yesterday for her 50th birthday. You guys know, super proud of them as they complete what they need to complete in their message, and very, very honored to be part of that co-creative experience. Um, and then last, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but Thursday. This is your quick reminder to register. The links are around. And it's a free masterclass, and let's get together and have some fun. For those who are in the VIP, you guys will have access to our after party, after virtual party, which is where we dive a little deeper, and you get to express you get to ask some questions, and we get to do some more personalized ways of tackling it. Absolutely, no problem. This is it. This is what you got. When you show up authentically as yourself, you're okay with it. All right, then. Have a blessed and amazing day, and take care. I'll see you guys Facebook. And as for you over here, this is my wonderful voice. This is how I show up. This voice have been on many, many radio station podcast interviews, have been seen in Good Morning America. This voice had been heard on the Drew Barrymore show. So there was once a time when people questioned when I would used to question my own voice. And I used to question, I'm like, I wish it was a little different or whatever, until I began to realize this is mine. This is me. This is what makes me me. So when you begin to embrace yourself and embrace all of your next levels, imagine where it'll take you. It's also what makes you uniquely you. So show up as yourself. Don't look for anyone else's opinions. Don't look for any other ways of moving through, and just continue. But yet you're still here. Right? So there must be something captivating enough to keep you here. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Be blessed. Had to captivate you if you're still here. Think about that one. Bye bye.